everyone. Hallmark Keepsake Ornaments create special Christmas memories for us year after year.
Right.
So it's really no surprise that they have a huge fan base. Millions of people cherish their keepsake ornament traditions every single year, including members of the brand's very own fan club. It's called the Keepsake Ornament Club, and Ken and Maria are here because they're a big part of that fan base, aren't you guys?
Yes, we are.
We want to be part of the
I
club.
was gonna say.
Absolutely. It's not Christmas until you have your keepsake ornament that you put on your tree. And I will tell you, they are just so magical, and the reason they are is because they are all created by artists themselves, and it's really just such a way to kick off Christmas because you get your new ornament every single year and you create that wonderful memory with your family.
And it happens
special.
over generations. Like I started doing it because my mom started giving them to me when I was in high school. And now I give them to my kids, and they've even gotten to the point where I'm there, I like have my little bag of them and I ask the different people to like sign them, and I'm so excited that we just decorated our tree last week to take them out, look at the signature, and put it on the tree.
And people do pass them down through generations.
Absolutely.
My mother-in-law
Yes.
has over 400.
Oh my
I
gosh.
did not
See?
know
Neither did I.
That's
I was like,
incredible.
Linda, this is amazing.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's a great
and they
collection.
Go way back.
Now, so many fans out there. I know you guys attended the Keepsake Ornament Club convention. This is a convention where the fans, like all of us, will go there and they'll get up close and personal with some of the artists. And you guys were there. Tell us what it was like.
Oh, it was absolutely amazing. It was absolutely, they have this convention every other year, and people come from all over the country. This is like a big deal, and people come, as you can see, they have their bag, they bring boxes and bags of their keepsake ornaments, and then they have tables set up with all the designers and the artists. So you actually go and have your ornament signed, Ken Crow was there, Joanne Esseridge, everyone who's ever designed an ornament that's there, were there signing and laughing and taking photos.
And as you can see, we had such a great time, and a highlight of our trip there was actually interviewing Joanne and Ken. We got to talk to them in front of all of the Ornament Club members, and it was just we had a blast. You can see we got to DIY with them, and they just played, and it was so much fun, and we heard their stories, and it was just all of the members got to really get an in-depth look at what goes behind the making of these ornaments, and it's just the most fascinating thing. And
we were
moving.
so happy and so in our element.
It was the best thing ever.
We're lucky we ever came back.
It would be easy to be happy there. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's really magical. And we just saw Mr. Ken Crow. He's a very special keepsake artist. As a matter of fact, he's a master keepsake artist. He's been here. We love him dearly. And I know he's retiring this year. Is that right?
It is right, and he actually says that
He's not retiring.
He's not retiring.
He's not retiring.
This is his graduation.
Oh, I love it. Now,
Yeah,
well,
that's
I
right.
know that you all did have a chance to sit down and talk to him, like you said. And we have a little bit of that. Should we take a look?
You started with Hallmark in 1979, August 21st to be exact.
August 21st, almost 40 years ago. I started out one rung before the very bottom of the Hallmark hierarchy for artists.
Right.
Yes.
And when I got my job, I called my dad, Dad, I got a job at Hallmark, and Ken, how much are you gonna make? $10,800 a year. And Dad goes, well, Ken, that's not that much. And I go, Dad, I got a job at Hallmark. I would rather work there than eat. When I first heard about keepsakes, something clicked because I always wanted to make three-dimensional artwork that could entertain you.
Has that always been your ability, your skill set from a little kid?
Oh,
or
no, I never sculpted. Made one little marionette in the garage in front of my dad's car when I was a little boy. And I put my brother's Mickey Mouse watch in a vise to learn what made it work. But I learned you can find out that it worked, but I never figured that one out, how to put it back together.
There you go. Tell us about some of these ornaments from the archives.
This one for me is a favorite because that was the link between flat artwork and three-dimensional artwork. They're all animated and they're having fun, so they're just packed with as much creative energy as I can put in them.
Oh.
Like the mistletoe. The old paint tubes that I used to paint with, they have these little ridges, and I found you take your thumb and go,
Yeah.
And so I took one of those paint caps, put a little reed on it with a spring, sculpted around it, and made a mistletoe. So when you pull that, he grins. But to top it off, you gotta kiss a toad to make it magical. Well, my wife was a Hallmarker. She kissed it with red lipstick, and I shrunk it down on the copy machine.
And
that is Linda's kiss, and even today, she's got the most wonderful kisser anywhere.
Tell me about this one.
I saw a photograph of my grandpa taken around 1900, and I thought, my goodness, it's captured forever. Yeah. And I thought, let's do that with a keepsakes ornament. Two little people in my whole world to capture it forever in plastic is Jason and Michelle. And that's my son and daughter, and that's gonna be a family heirloom.
There's some of your work that I love, and they were developed during what I call the Barbara Marshall period.
Oh, wow.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Hallmark has this special program where you submit and you try to win a sabbatical, which gives you 6 months to follow a dream. Well, this little boy that grew up when he was 5 years old with his mom in a department store, I can still see those German wind-up. Oh, they were music boxes with characters that were hinged. And I thought, I want to recapture that moment. So I wrote up a proposal, and son of a gun, I won it. I got to be Geppetto. I got to be a toy maker. I found things in me I didn't even know I had. And those discoveries actually made the future ornaments and the future mechanical table decks that I work on even better.
Your family must be so proud.
That's right. I'm sitting in the living room with my dad, my hero, but there's this commercial on TV about these ornaments that I worked on. And Dad watched the TV, looked at me, and said, Ken, I'm proud of you. And I needed that. I needed that from my dad. And you know who was the first person to get the dream book every year after that? My dad. And Ken, can you circle these? Why? Because he's gonna show them to his friends. That's my dad. I know he's proud of me. I know my grandma and grandpa are proud of me.
Well, I count it as a blessing to have gotten to know you and to work with you.
Oh, vice versa.
It's truly an honor just to be in your presence. Thank you for everything.
I get to please you, and I got to make myself happy at the same time.
That is
He is
really
so
touching.
beautiful.
I know. So
He's one of the
sweet.
best humans I've ever met in my entire life.
We love you, Ken Crow.
Yes, we do.
And you
We
can
sure
see
do.
it in the toys. I just gave 2 of his ornaments to my kids. And push the button and you watch little Santa shop, and my kids' faces just like transported. He gives that gift to us that we can give.
His heart and soul is in each one of his creations.
And I want to say also, good job, you two as well, interviewing him and getting that emotion from him. That was very sweet.
He made it
Obviously,
easy. He made
a
it
special,
so good,
special
yeah.
moment that he will have on tape, as well as we have on our trees, because he's always going to have a special place on our tree,
right.
as well as all the keepsake ornaments that we have been enjoying day after day, year after year.